All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword Vlog, aka Clog, Saturday edition and high-tech edition. So let's take a look over at the all-important spreadsheet. We've had sort of a blockbuster week in terms of times on these puzzles, and if we compare it to the best week I've ever had, we are actually ahead by about 2.5 minutes, which means two things. One is that to complete the extended 1 hour challenge, which I always thought of as sort of impossible, except for the one time I did it, we have 22 minutes and about 20 seconds to solve this Saturday, which is actually right around my average time. Um, and then on top of that, if I want to beat this sort of ridiculous time for the whole week, I have around 14 minutes to do this Saturday puzzle, which would be quite a fast time for a Saturday for me, but not unachievable. And then, interestingly enough, the puzzle uh, constructor today shares my first name, so maybe that's a sign for good luck. Um, so, just looking at the shape of the grid, seems like there's an area for attack here. Um, if I can get this going and then make some progress here, that could help me sort of explode out into these longer answers. It does look like there's sort of a big wide open center area, which can be hard to crack into. But yeah, I tried to time this with optimum caffeination. Take one more sip of coffee, adjust my seating. Let's try to get this done in under 20 minutes. Uh, Maybe a czar. New Hampshire school. No ideas. This must be burnt. Maybe Serbian? We'll come back to that. Rent. Maybe let. Nissan Leaf. Yeah, this could be like let out. They really take a toll. I don't know that. Foci, maybe. Um, Okay, a little bit everything under the table alliance. Okay, expiate for. Panini is a type of melt. Have a favorite era? A little bit of everything. This doesn't need to be Serb. RC Cola, though. Um, okay, I'll come back to that area in a little bit. Bug. Maybe Nag. Uh, Maybe Plop, like a stone. Linda, someone. March 17th. Hope so, fingers crossed. Sandra O. Uh, yeah, I forgot what that was called. Put down. Could be a dis. Daytona, maybe. That would work with dis. Group whose first letter is now outdated. Post-run celebrations. Maybe an S here, yeah. Gay marriage. Seems like the time would be right. Before. Air now. Tea supplier. Gossiper? Like, what's the tea? Waiters to get waters. That could be nope. I ending is weird, but uh, lead character, an S, first letter. Olays. Dear uprights. Dear sirs, I guess. Um, Cannoli. Waiters and I, you take the letter I away. Matched up. In sync. Pianos, I guess. Service providers. Maybe S here. Slyly spiteful. Could be catty. Pastors, like ministers. Cottage core. Interesting. Post run. Car charger. Tone. Maybe hue, color. Fawn relative. It's serious. TAs. What might come up organically? Could be like a sock. It's like ears. Why? What big ears you have? Could be like Tiana or something. Drip or drill. Store. Could be like cash. That must be BTS, of course. Baron. Leave La La Land. Sober. Grub. Okay, we'll come back to that area. Post run. Something moi. Excusez-moi. I don't know what letter goes there though. Exeter is a school. Secret pact. Sesame. Everything bagel. Atone for. E. Like the biggest stars. A-list. Amala maybe. Okay. Let's make sure I see all the clues. Bug. Team in the NHL. Cerebro, I think. Fawn. Rare and then some. Grub might come up organically. Midwest City. Corded in a way. Could be typed. Store. Could be cane if this is cash. Okay, let's try that. Um, okay. So let's try Tiana there. It might come up organically. This could be like loan something. Hmm. Okay. Grub. Leave wallet. Snap up, maybe? Snap something crop? Grub. Larva. Tivode. Okay. Ends, maybe? Oh, endo. Snap to. Sheet. Los, maybe? Um, organically. Leftover. Sheet. Oh, this is wrong, and then it's just dryer sheet. Um, Tanya, maybe? Drip or drill. Tanya. Ors fields, Rs fields. Okay. Non-GMO crop, maybe? Tanya. Those are boars, I guess. Hmm. They really take a toll. Easy pass tags. Okay. Um, Midwest City. Can car. Post run celebrations. Maybe sedge, does that make sense? Not really. Okay. Um, definitely struggling. Cap post run. Cast. Board. Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling good about that area. Fawn relative. Um, like I'm just thinking deers. So this is just a name. Chips and such. Like nosh, like food. I don't know what March 17th is. Prefix meaning other. Sandra O. I don't know what TV role that would be. NHL Atlantic Division. This could be precast, parties, tartar, liege, Bismarck, Bismarck, BSA, is that a thing? TSA? But that's not outdated. NSA? Okay, I think this might not be happening, unfortunately. Chips and such. I mean, that could be wrong, although I don't think that's necessarily my issue. Okay, if this is alto, no. And, yeah, I'm very lost on this. Okay, so missed, definitely not hitting my record, but I still have 8 minutes to puzzle this out, so, okay. Hope so, I think is definitely right. Maybe it's the sabers, and then fawn is somehow a letter. Sri, double R. Maybe it's the sabers or something. Um, so if I put this back, does that help at all? Bug. Tap, like a wire. Prefix meaning other. Okay, chips and such. Tech, computer chips. Clover, St. Patrick's Day. Ive, aloe, Ellerby, Eve. Okay, and then drip or drill. Drip. I mean, drilling is boring into, but Bismarck. Group. Bismarck. TSA. Yeah, this is a rough Tanya, maybe that. Bismarck. Hmm. Okay. I feel like I'm close here. So Bismarckan, BS, Bismarckhand, but then what would this be? All GMO? Drip or drill? Bismarck. Oh, is it Bismarck, North Dakota? Oh, oh, okay. Um, so first of all, let's take a second to bask in victory. So let's put this in 1715, was it? 1715. Um, oh, oh, 1715. Um, and despite this red here, I think that is an incredible time. So we were only 3 minutes and 12 seconds behind my best series of times ever, which I thought was pretty much unbeatable, which I guess I was unbeatable in this case. Leaving a whole 5 minutes to spare. Um, yeah, originally when I started the 1 hour challenge, I really thought even this was going to be impossible. So adding a whole another day on top of that feels great. Um, so yeah, that's pretty sick. Um, of course, it's tinged with a little bit of disappointment that I couldn't quite beat this time. So this still stands as kind of a a really hard thing to beat. But let's go ahead and mark the puzzle. So I started off quite quickly on this, made a lot of progress. But yeah, I think there were just a lot of things at the end that sort of stymied progress. And yeah, so for example, this, there's no real indication that there's going to be the state, not even state name, state abbreviation at the end. And so you get this sort of terrible series of letters, which just looks unworkable. And so I assumed that it had to be like Bismarck hand or something to make this an actual word because of this ND ending. And it took me forever to realize that that was not the case. I have zero clue what BSA is, to be honest with you. So having that there crossed with a name that could realistically have a lot of other letters at the end was just like really not great. I'm also lucky enough to have grown up on the East Coast where Easy Pass is used, but this is like a regional thing. Um, and I think this would probably be kind of inscrutable to someone that has never been in a car that has driven on the highway in the East Coast. Um, so yeah, I really feel like dedicating a long answer to this is not ideal. Then this like Ellerby aloe cross was not great. Uh, Especially when Sabers is involved and Cerebro. Luckily, I knew that. But yeah, I just feel like there were a lot of things here that were crossed pretty suspiciously, I would say. And I mean, I think there's some good stuff in here. Like this stack was pretty good. But then stuff like car charger isn't really that exciting, to be honest. Non-GMO crop just feels really, I don't know. It really feels like it's stretching the definition of what works as a uh, like bit of crossword fill. And dryer sheet, I don't know, that's not really that exciting to see either. Even stuff like Secret Pact, which is like kind of interesting, just falls a little flat to my ear. So yeah, I think in general, I just like wasn't quite a fan of this puzzle. And it's not really just saltiness, I would say, because I do think this is like easier than a regular puzzle. Um, but I just think stuff like this and like, yeah, what is BSA? I have no clue. Really, yeah, detracts from this puzzle. So I think all in all, I'm gonna have to give this like a 3.5 out of 10. I just think there were too many instances of bad fill, especially bad fill crossing other bad fill, that I just can't give it a 5. Unfortunate. But yeah, really fortunate to have succeeded in the 1 hour challenge once more. That's my second time doing that. This was the first time, and yeah, perhaps my best time for quite a while. But yeah, you can tell we're slowly getting better at these crosswords, even after all this time. Still room for improvement. So yeah, now just to make the video length longer, so there's no spoilers. Um, yeah, why don't we choose one of these things? Maybe let's try connections, just to pad out the video length. Okay, sure. There's next. I usually don't play connections, to be honest. So we'll see what I can do here. So the first thing I'm seeing here is sole and fluke. Those are types of fish. Um, a tang is a type of fish, and a mullet is a type of fish. I'm not going to click that immediately. I like to just shuffle until they're all kind of like grouped up just to make it easier for my brain. Um, okay, maybe that's just not going to happen. Okay, good enough. Um, so then what else is in here? So soul, that is like do, re, mi, but I don't think there's going to be anything else in there. Once and twice. The yuan and the pound are currencies. I think a real is a currency, and then sol might be a currency as well. So that could be another group. Uh, okay, butter, butter. So then, yeah, what else do I have? Sold, going out, sold out, pound out. I don't know what the last one would be. I feel pretty confident about this fish category, though, to be honest. Um, so I'm just gonna submit this. Yeah. Um, and that makes it easier to spot the rest of the stuff. So I'm not confident that Sol is actually a currency, but um, these four definitely feel like currencies. Um, so diva, solo. There's sort of like a tour, like a musician tour thing going on. World tour, solo tour. It's not quite a thing. Um, Once over, world over, going over, but twice over and once over are identical, I think. Butter over. I don't think that's a thing. Hmm. Okay. Maybe I should just do the currency category. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's easy enough for me to look at the rest of this now. So, oh, maybe things that you'd say in an auction, like going once, going twice, sold. Then what would Diva, Butter, World, and Solo be? Diva, Butter. Hmm. Yeah, but like the auction thing is pretty appealing there. Going once, going twice, sold. But I don't know what the category would be. I guess maybe it's just things that you would say at an auction. Um, let's try the currency category. Yeah, there we go. Um, so let's just click on all these. Nope, sold once. So Butter, World, Solo, Diva. Solo tour, Diva, Butter tour. I don't, I don't think a Butter tour is a thing. But yeah, this just feels very natural as a category. Hmm. I just hate clicking on it if I don't know for sure what the last category is, but maybe I'll just have to live with that. This feels like a gamble. All right, let's do it. All right. Yep. Um, so yep. Diva Butter Solo World. It feels like a tour, concert tour related thing, but maybe I'm way off base. Let's see. Oh, Buttercup? Oh yeah, Buttercup. Wait, back to puzzle. Yeah, let me see this. Uh, oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, got that done. While we're here, why not keep going? Let's go for a Wordle. I remember way back when when Whirl was first getting popular, someone said crate was the best. Crate or crane were some of the best starting words. Um, the A and E are pretty common. CR and T are pretty common. Um, okay, so the vowels we have are these. Um, if we're thinking of something that goes before the R, something like a PR, proud, that gets a D in there, which is a pretty common letter, and then two pretty likely vowels. So I think that's a pretty good one. Okay. Um, so that's a lot of information. We may be able to snipe it from here. So either the D goes there, um, and then, well, there's a lot of options here. Like, for example, I hate guessing double letters because it feels like a waste. But something like that would work. What else? Is it possible that um, we could have the D there? I think no, actually, because, well, if there's an S at the end, then yes. Um, but maybe not actually, because like prods would work, but we already eliminated the P, which makes me feel good about that guess. But yeah, if it's not an S ending, then I guess there could be a Y, but I don't think anything fits there. Um, and then I think an I definitely is not going to work there. So it definitely feels most likely that we're working with a DRO situation. Um, there is drown, if I don't want to do double OL. Uh, anything else? So this would have to be droid, but we know that D is not there. Dross is technically a word, but I think that's unlikely for a Wordle. Um, that doesn't seem like a thing. Droll is technically a word, but again, that's double letter, and I think drool is probably more likely than droll. Um, uh, okay, so I really think it's just a 50-50 between drown and drool. Maybe I'm going to bias towards drool because drown is more of a mean word, and they might um, want to like maybe it's slightly more likely for like a less uh, death aspected word to be the right one. Let's try it out. All right, there we go. So getting a three, pretty good. You can see my stats leaked there. Yeah, we're still here. Let's go back to the games. I'm enjoying this little jaunt. I think the only one left that's worth playing is Strands. I know last time I did this, I had a terrible Strands performance. But yeah, I don't like spelling bee at all. Letterbox is a little too easy. Tiles is too easy, and I'm not really a Sudoku player. So let's do Strands. Okay. So nothing can stop me is the theme. Okay. Uh, let's see. There's like fried here. So that's not a theme word. Um, there's like steed. That could be something that can't be stopped. Nope. Um, I'm seeing like 90, but that doesn't work. Um, is there like any ing stuff? I see ins and g's, but There's like tiny. I doubt that's a word. Wait, how does this work again? Theme words. Okay. Theme words spelled the word. Find the span. Okay. Just reminding myself of the rules. Free. That's probably not right. I don't like using the hints, so I'm going to try to avoid doing that. I think it just makes it too easy. I mean, vain. Nope. Nothing can stop me. Yeah, once I get one of these, it should help. So I'm looking at this corner, which looks kind of tough. Like there's a lot of a lot of consonants, not a lot of vowels. Um, so so a UR ending seems tough. Per, prepare. Um, okay. Pointy? No. Okay. Yeah, but this seems like the best place to make a discovery. So purpose? That seems. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was just thinking it's just like so hard to make a word here. Um, so purpose. Um, parent? No, that doesn't work. Um, this is actually another parted. Okay. Um, I don't think that can be right. Also, it's not a word. Yeah. Um, Cinti. Okay. Uh, Parn. Parts. Paired. Purpose. Hmm. It feels like the word wants to start from here, though. Part. Okay. I know I should be using the hints, but it feels like not the purpose of this game, you know? Purpose. Drive. Can I make that? Drive. Okay. Purpose drive. So things along those lines. Freedom drive. Ambition. There's no B's in here. Purpose drive. Calling. No L's. Creed. Itty, something itty ending. Maybe something city ending. And if that's the case, propensity, okay, it could be something like this. But then you're left with, oh, int. I was gonna say this int is kind of hard to make a word out of. And yeah, okay. Hmm. Revived. Yeah. No kidding, not on the word list. Der perseverance. Nothing can stop me. Drive. I feel like I don't have the right strategy here. Um, mm, this N is so suspicious to me. Determination. Something shin here. Dedication. Serenity. Serenity now. Devotion. Okay. Fire. All right. So 4 out of 7 theme words. Um, it's like together, but with 2 T's. Together. Um, tenacity. No, there's no C. Intensity. Okay, so the board spanner's definitely going this way. I guess I already knew that. So 5 out of 7. Go getter. Nice. Okay, not to getter. And then passion. All right. Much better than last time. Yeah, let's is there anything else while we're here? Yeah, we're at 398 days, so assuming we solve the Sunday, we're gonna hit 400, which is pretty nice. All right, well, I guess that's it. Okay, I'll do the mini. Why not? Let's see. Live Mas and a yellow box. Ace, maybe? Uh, absolutely. That's an elk. Red wine. Her Majesty, I guess. The Sen. Maybe C. A die. A all. Hell yes. Milk dud. Way. Suave. Skydive. Silks. All right. There we go. All right, I've done every little word game that I can. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.